We're in DaVinci Resolve here, and today's video is sponsored by Artlist, but I'm going to be showing you a few simple techniques that you can use on your music tracks to help it fit better in your scenes and sell your scenes better. In my timeline, I've got several different clips here that I've already put together, and I have one music track that I got from Artlist on the bottom in my audio track 1. And currently, this music track has nothing done to it. I downloaded it straight from Artlist and dumped it into my timeline. And here's what it sounds like without any kind of editing. So we hear the full sound of it exactly as it was created. It sounds great, but I want to edit this so it fits with my scenes a little better. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, from really fancy high-tech ways to a little more basic ways. And I'm going to be showing you a way that's a little more basic right now. So the first thing I want to do is go to my different scenes, and I want to make a cut on my music track. I'm going to turn on my little snapping tool here, and I'm going to make a cut on each one of the cuts of my clips, because that's where I want the music to kind of change and sound a little bit different. So once I've done that, the next thing we're going to do is start to change that sound and make it sound more like what we want it to sound like. So we're going to come to the first clip here in the timeline. I'm going to select my audio clip. Next, I want to come and open up my inspector, and we're going to use the EQ to make all of these changes. Now, you could jump into Fairlight and all that, but you don't have to. You could do it right here in the Edit tab. So in order to get the sound that I'm looking for that you heard in the beginning there, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the EQ, turn on band 4, and I'm going to bring this all the way down to somewhere maybe around, I don't know, around here. And let's see how that sounds. So it's got that muffled kind of like, sounds like it's coming from, a building behind a wall, kind of has that sound to it. And I'm liking that. The other thing that I want to do here is lower down the volume a little bit, right? Because as the people are walking outside, it's going to be a little bit quieter, right? So I'm just going to come in here, click, hold, and drag down. Let's say we do a -8 dB there. That sounds pretty good. And I think that's going to be pretty good for our first clip. Now, if your music track doesn't sound exactly how you want, just play through it, grab your 0.4 here, and make an adjustment, and you're going to hear the change. So I think that's pretty good. I'm going to make it a little bit louder here. We'll go 8 dB, -8 dB. That's good. Now on the next clip here, I want this one to be a little bit louder. So I'm actually just going to lower it down to, say, maybe -4 dB, about half as much, because now the people are walking in, I'm going to assume underneath, like the bar area where all the music's playing. So what I want to do is open up that sound a little bit. And again, I'm going to use the EQ to do that. So select your clip in your timeline. I'm going to come into my inspector, turn on my EQ, my band 4, and I want to roll this down again, but not quite as far as I did last time. So last time I was down around 170, somewhere around here. So now I'm going to bring it up to maybe 400 or so. I'm going to listen to it and see how that sounds. If you want to loop your playback, just real quick here, you can set an in point and an out point. And I'm going to hit the loop icon, and let's see what we've got. Now, one thing you might want to do is add in a little extra bass, because I think it might just add a little, I don't know, a little extra low end in there, because you're underneath the music, is what I'm assuming from this clip. Now, these clips are just random. I put them together because I thought it could make a little story. So that's just what I'm going to assume. So if I want to add in a little low end, I could turn on band 1, change my type here to this first one, and then I can just come up here somewhere around, I don't know, 125 or so, and I can boost that up just a little bit. So let's play through that and hear how that sounds. All right, I think that sounds pretty good. So let's just double check and see how it sounds compared to the first one. Okay, I like that. Sounding much better. Now, when I get to this next one here, again, I want to do the same thing. I'm going to leave it at the full volume, and I almost want to hear all of the sound, but not quite. So again, come in and turn on my EQ, turn on band 4, and I'm going to roll it back, but still yet not as much. So let's hear how this sounds. So now you're getting a little more guitars in there and a little more high end. Before we finish out the audio in this video, I want to take a minute and just give you guys some quick tips here on how I came up with the look and color grade for the clips that we're working with. Artlist is the sponsor of today's video, and they launched a new feature called Tools. On their website, you'll find a tools category, and if you click on it, it's going to show you several different things that are now part of this new tools group. If you scroll down to the bottom here, the professional plugins are going to work with DaVinci Resolve. You can go ahead and install the Artlist Hub. Once you download the Artlist Hub, this is what it looks like. You can come to the plugins section here for DaVinci Resolve, and you're going to see all the different things that you can use inside of DaVinci Resolve. And you get a little preview, so you never even have to go back to the Artlist website. And all the tools that are in the hub are now right inside of DaVinci Resolve. If we come up to our effects library, we come down to our open effects. Inside your filters, you'll have Artlist plugins. And in here, we have all kinds of different plugins that we can use that come directly from Artlist. They're all high quality, they're easy to use. And the few that I used on my clips, I happen to put them on an adjustment clip right here. But to see which ones I've got applied to my clips, I'm gonna open my inspector, come to the effects section here, and you can see I've got some Artlist film grain, as well as some Artlist Super Glow. So I applied this across all of the clips just to help to add a little bit of consistency. And in this shot right here, you can really see the Super Glow working if you take a look at the lights. So you've got a lot of great tools in here that you can just drag and drop right onto any one of your clips. And one of the ones that I've used on videos in the past that people had questions on is this one. It's called Artlist Rain on Glass, and it looks like rain on glass. And I've used this before, and people thought it was pretty cool and were like, hey, how'd you do that? It's just a drag and drop effect right here from Artlist. So if you're looking for some really cool effects that you can use on your videos that are drag and drop, they're built right into Resolve, try checking out these new tools from Artlist. I've been using them for a little while and I'm really enjoying how well they work. I'll leave a link in the description below. If it's something you're interested in, head on over to Artlist and check it out. Now let's get back to finishing up the music in this video. And then I wanted to go to the full song, so on this clip, I'm not gonna adjust anything. I wanna hear the full music, we're up in the bar, the band's behind us somewhere, jamming away, so I wanna hear the whole thing through these two clips. Now I added in this last clip because what if you want your music to sound like it's coming in over the phone, right? So this guy's texting his girlfriend or wife, and she's on the phone and she's gonna hear that music through the phone. So what would that sound like? It would kind of sound a lot hollower, right? So if we were to, again, select our audio clip right here, again, come to your inspector, turn on your EQ. I'm actually gonna use band 1 and band 4. So I'm gonna drag this up, and then drag number 4 down, and we're gonna kind of make something that looks like this around the 1K range. And you can adjust it as you need, but let's see how this sounds. Okay, that's kind of what I think it would sound like over the phone, right? Pretty quick and easy. Now, we could just leave these how they are and it's gonna, go a hard cut to the different kind of sound. But what I like to do is add on a little crossfade just to help blend it together so it's not such a harsh transition there. Another super easy thing to do, turn off your inspector, come over to your effects library, come to the audio section right here, and we want to grab the crossfade plus 3 dB. And you just want to drop this on each one of these cut points in your music track. Now what I did in the original that you saw in the beginning of the video there is I kind of stretched these out a little bit, right? You can do it to whatever sounds good to you. You can also always copy and paste your transitions here by selecting it, Option or Alt, click, hold, and drag. And that way, if you get a length or duration that you like, you can just copy it over there. You don't have to recreate it each time. Just bring in the end of the clip there, fade it out, and boom, there we go. Now you've got some music that helps sell the scene. It sounds a little bit different, just adds some interest, right? Versus using your music exactly how you get it from wherever you might get it from and having it be, full sound, full volume, full frequency range right from the beginning. This way just adds a little more interest and dynamics, I think, to the whole scene, right? Or to the whole little sequence here. So here's what those transitions sound like.